Gun Freak Nation, much love to y'all. May this video, well, this live, I hope find y'all in, in tranquility, peace. Because right now, what's going on in the country, I predicted this a year ago. What's up? What up? What up, though? It's a powder keg, y'all. And we are literally in real time witnessing this situation escalate and explode. And for my people, I got a lot of Gun Freak Nation. We got a lot of Gun Freak Nation people that's in Los Angeles, that's in California. I want y'all to hold it down. Don't take part. Don't be a part of that distraction, because that's all it is. We have groups of people. This started off, first and foremost, let's pray for LA. Let's pray for everybody in LA. We need peace. But I told y'all that when Trump was to become president again, that we're gonna have groups like Antifa. We're gonna have groups like Antifa. We're gonna have all them anarchists, whatever the fuck you call them. We're gonna have the Black Lives Matter. We're gonna have all these groups coming together to start a riot, basically a riot. In their minds, it's an uprising, all right? But anytime when you're attacking law enforcement, anytime when you are vandalizing properties and shutting down businesses and shutting down the freeway systems and all that, then it becomes a fucking riot. And we are literally witnessing this right now. It started yesterday. It's got worse. More people is there. For my Gun Freak Nation members in LA, stand down. Don't partake in this shit. Because I'm telling you, all this shit is by design. They doing this. This is some deep state shit we got, what's the word for it? Agitators, instigators, all those people that's there, they are peaceful. Most of them were or are peaceful protesters, but they have been infiltrated. They have been infiltrated, and now this shit is about to get ugly. Trump has already sent 2,000 National Guard soldiers there. Thank God that they protecting the federal buildings and stuff now. Trump is being criticized for that, but I understand the reason why Trump sent them, because look what happened during the George Floyd riots. They fucking burned down the Minneapolis police station, man. They vandalized and took over entire neighborhoods, terrorizing people. We got the worst of the worst in LA right now. And I'm not talking about the real protesters. I'm talking about this movement. I'm getting reports right now from my sources, and they reliable as a motherfucker. I'm getting reports right now that we got all these anti-government groups that hate this fucking country is on their way to LA, to Los Angeles right now, to even escalate this situation even more. Even more. And I just knew, I told y'all this a year ago, more than a year ago. I said, watch. I said, if Trump get in office again, they're going to use some type of excuse to do their thing. This is their playbook. This is their playbook. When they don't get their way, they will They will instigate some shit. I call it a flashpoint. When them ICE agents went in there to do that raid, they using that right now and as an excuse to kickstart all this fucking violence, man. And I'm hearing right now from what I'm hearing from my sources is that Los Angeles is just the first. This shit about to spread like a cancer throughout the whole country. This shit is escalating. I'm looking at it on the news right now. They burning shit up right now. They burning shit up right now. Y'all get your Funky Town senders on the ready. I'm not telling, we here in Gun Freak Nation, we are, yeah, I'm hearing that it's in New York too. But LA, of all places, I'm not shocked, man. Come on, man. LA is like the hotbed of the most liberal, ultra liberals. You can, you know, the mayor there. Come on, the governor. What's his name? Newscomb. Hey. This shit is about to escalate big time. Now I'm saying reports now that even the Marines is getting ready to get, you know, they on standby. Rightfully so. We got to have some type, excuse me. We got to have some type of law and order. There's nothing wrong with a peaceful protest, but we already know how this movie, because we've seen it before. We already know how this movie will play out. People gonna eventually get hurt, even worse, maybe even lose their life over this bullshit. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong. You got a certain demographic of people. But I ain't gonna even say certain demographic, man. People will be people. But they don't like the fact that Trump is doing what he said he was gonna do if he become president again, which is kick out all these motherfuckers that came over here illegally. And I'm talking about the criminals. I'm not talking about the ones that really do want to have a, you know, they're a peaceful, righteous person and they really want to have a better life. I ain't knocking that. Do what you gotta do. But I'm talking about these cutthroat savages, the ones that's coming over here raping and murdering and pillaging. Rightfully so, their asses need to be kicked out the country. They need to be deported. So anytime when you got motherfuckers that's on their side saying that they deserve to stay and they criminals, it ain't right. It's not righteous. So we are witnessing something unprecedented that's taking place. Last time I saw shit like this was back in 2020, the George Floyd riots. The George Floyd riots. But I told y'all, you gotta, hey, I'm telling you, I hate to say, I told you so. But I'm not knocking y'all. I'm not saying that y'all didn't think that too. We all know what's it's this right here was being played out right now. In LA and New York and other parts of the country, it's a classic liberal playbook. They don't like something, they're gonna raise hell and they're gonna resort to violence. When they don't get their way, they don't have a problem stirring up some shit and starting a fucking riot. Okay? They don't mind using violence for their end goal. Okay? Now, I'm looking at it right now on the news. Fires. And this is in broad daylight. They setting motherfuckers, cars, vehicles, buildings on fire. These motherfuckers motherfuckers was on motorcycles and ramming the riot police, running into them with motorcycles, man. That couldn't be me. You trying to run me over with a motorcycle, I'm gonna send your ass to Funky Town. So they trying to say, oh, but they using too much force, and the police is just being, they being too violent, and they overdoing it, and bullshit. Bullshit. When you got motherfuckers throwing Molotov cocktails at you, trying to burn you alive. When you got motherfuckers, they human beings too. They gotta make it back home to their families. But I predicted this. I told y'all, I said, look, as soon as Trump is back, and I'm not, and by no means am I supporting everything that Trump is doing. I don't agree with everything that crazy motherfucker do, but I'm a crazy motherfucker too. But I don't agree with everything that he do. I'm more so, look, he ain't fucking with us like Biden did with the Second Amendment. He ain't really fucking with us. He ain't trying to do no fucking brace ban. He ain't trying to, things is getting a little bit better as far as our two-way rights. But deep down, I feel like this shit is about to get ugly. And, Alex, my nephew in LA, be safe, nephew. I love you. He's keeping me updated almost every hour. He's keeping me updated on what's going on because he's there on the ground. He lives there. And this shit, I cannot, for those who are acting like they clueless or, had their head under a rock or acting like, how did this shit happen? I saw the writing was on the wall a long time ago, and that is the perfect place for this shit to be kicked off. Right there in LA, the hotbed of liberalism. These motherfuckers in LA are anti-gun. They shitting on the people, but at the same time, some of the people in LA is just as fucked up because they the ones that's keeping these motherfuckers in office. They the ones that's voting for them. So it kind of almost make you not want to feel sorry for their asses. Gun Freak Nation, listen. Get your fucking guns. Because if this shit go to spreading like it's rumored to be, you remember doing them George Floyd riots, right? When that shit was spreading throughout they took over Portland. Y'all remember Chop? Remember Chop? That little neighborhood that they took over where it was a no police zone? And inside that motherfucker was killing, rapes, everything. We gotta thank God for law enforcement because they're the ones that's keeping the peace. Because if they fall, then we got to rise up to the occasion and be able to defend our families, our homes, our loved ones. It's going to fall on us to do that. Shit, it's already on us to do that. But I'm talking about a situation where we got motherfuckers that's going door to door, kicking them in and doing whatever the fuck they want to do. But we ain't gonna let that shit happen. We ain't gonna let that shit happen. No, all this shit is because they want a fucking rapist, a murderer to stay in this country. We fucked up. This country is fucked. And now they trying to say Trump ain't got the right to send the National Guard there. That man is trying to restore peace. Because what them Democrats will do, they don't mind making a statement by, they making a statement by allowing people to do whatever the fuck they want to do. If you want to set a car on fire, go ahead and set it on fire. If you want to burn down a police station, go ahead and burn it down. You making a statement. Well, that shit ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna happen. And I'm to be honest with you, I'm sick and fucking tired of it. These fucking lunatic ass Alex, nephew, if you're watching this, I love you. You are in my prayers, and you should not have to go through this. These motherfuckers have blocked off a freeway. Thank you, CNB, for that super chat. Thank you, brother. Let me read what you were saying. Thanks for speaking the truth. You know what? That's all I can do. And I promise you, I'm going to continue to do it. I appreciate you, man. But you got to look at this shit for what it is. It's under the guise of a protest. All right? But I'm telling you right now, from my sources and what I'm seeing on TV, we got motherfuckers that's going there, that's traveling there from different cities, coming from different states, and they are going there to make trouble. They are instigators. This shit is some deep state shit that's going on right now. This shit is this is bigger than what the shit has already started. This shit show, this shit storm it's been brewing ever since Trump got back in office. Now they got the excuse to do what they gonna do. And if you remember back in 2020, man, they was fucking out cold. Why come when Biden got in there, did y'all hear about any riots when Biden was and he the one that fucked the country up, letting any and all the motherfucking cartels and murderers and rapists border wide open. He got blood on his hand. The nigga got blood on his hand. And he didn't have good luck. And I don't wish death on nobody, but when you got blood on your hand because you don't allow savages to cross the border, you can't expect God to bless you. When them women was raped and mutilated and murdered. So if ICE want to go pick their asses up and deport them, so let it be done. Let that shit be done. But when you hate Trump or hate the law, which clearly states that if you are illegal, they got the right to deport you back, especially if you are a violent motherfucker, then you need to be deported. Y'all turn it on y'all TV, put it on there, on the News Nation or whatever. I really don't like CNN like that no more. I been knew they was some fuck shit, cable news shit. I watch it for the jokes. I watch it. I clearly see the biasness. And I'm not saying Trump is the best president ever or perfect and none of that. No. And I don't agree with everything that the nigga do. I really don't. No. But I can see clearly what is happening right now. And I'm telling y'all that this shit is about to get is getting worse. If they setting shit on fire right now in broad daylight, can you imagine what's gonna go down when it get nighttime? When it get nighttime? Listen, you right, you got a point. They coming together because they're raving Mexican flags, but they're also raving what is it? Over who Israel fighting with the Palestine. They are also raving Palestinian flags, and I'm all for the Palestinian people, man. They're human beings too. I don't pick no sides. I pick the side of righteousness, but that's letting you know that you got different groups in LA that is coming together because they got one common thing, right? The common bond that they got is that they hate Trump, they hate his policies, and they pretty much hate this fucking country. But if you really hate this fucking country like this, why the fuck do you want to live in it? Why the fuck you want to be here? Make it make fucking sense. Make it make fucking sense. But yeah, I saw that shit too. I peeked that shit out too. I said, wait a minute, that's a Palestinian flag. But it's supposed to be a protest against them deporting criminals, right? So what the fuck is Palestinian? Why are you holding up? Because they coming together. They're coming together. I'm telling you, from my sources, groups are being bussed in. They coming in from all different parts of the country and going to LA because they about to start some shit. And this shit is about to get ugly. And I predicted this shit as far back as over a year ago that this shit was going to take place. This shit about to be a bloody fucking summer, man. And we can't allow ourselves to get dragged into that motherfucking mess. That's a shit show. But what we will do is stand on business. If that shit try to turn on us and shit really go left and get violent, then we must use violence to repel violence. We are peaceful people until you tread on us, until you fuck with us, until you try to wind up in our shit and try to do harm to us and our loved ones, our families. Then yes, we're going to put violence on you. We ain't them type of motherfuckers that's going to turn the other cheek. Because the minute that you turn the other cheek is when they going to spread your fucking cheeks and dog you the fuck out. I'm listening to this shit right now. And these motherfuckers are setting fires right now. LA is on fire. And this shit happens so fast. But I'm telling you, this shit has been brewing. Now the left, they got their excuse. I told you that this shit was going to happen. They would use any excuse to stir up some motherfucking violence, to challenge Trump. That's all it is. They challenging him. They challenging his policies. They challenging his, him being president. Listen. Stay out the way. But anybody get in your way, push their motherfucking asses out your way. Handle your business. Do what the fuck that you got to do to get back home to your family, to your loved ones. But right now, evil is happening right now in LA. You got a lot of immoral motherfuckers. And I'm not talking about every single protester. I'm talking about the rioters. Protesters made their point. But right now, the rioters have hijacked that protest. It has been, that movement, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, has been hijacked. And anytime when you are threatening law enforcement and ramming them with your motorcycles and throwing Molotov cocktails at them and shooting fireworks at them, and this is what that Newscomb, Gavin Newscomb, this is the type of shit that he's down for. That's the shit that they stand for. They want motherfuckers to act up and wild out and shit. But Trump ain't gonna have that shit. If he got to send in more National Guard or even the fucking Marines, we ain't gonna go. We ain't having that shit. And I just want peace. I don't want to see nobody get hurt, and I damn sure don't want to see nobody get unalive. They setting cars on. I'm hearing it right now. They are setting cars on fire. We can't allow that. You're right. We cannot allow that shit, man. You looking at the worst of the worst, especially them Antifa motherfuckers, man. Them Antifa motherfuckers. What if they Antarcticans or whatever the fuck you call it? I don't know the specific word. But them the same ones that took over Portland. They took over Portland, Seattle, one of them cities. They took over that motherfucker, man. And they was allowed, these same Democratic Politicians, mayors, governors, I don't give a fuck. They all the same. These the same motherfuckers that allowed them to take over a whole neighborhood where it was a lot of raping, a lot of, some people got unalived. So these the same people that's in charge. Listen, God Freak Nation, let's pray for LA. But I don't think that it's gonna get no better. Wait till nighttime hit. It's only gonna get worse. All these motherfuckers, you got motherfuckers there that's looking for a reason to riot, man. They looking for a reason to be able to break windows out of a business and go in there and ransack that motherfucker. You got your criminals, you got your crazy motherfuckers, you got your anti-government motherfuckers. You got all kind of groups that are now coming together with the same common denominator where they hate Trump and they hate his policies. So now they are descending down on LA, and this, I'm telling you, LA is gonna be the flashpoint. LA, mark my words, LA will be the flashpoint of what's to come. And when I predicted, how many times have I put videos out saying, get ready for war, prepare for war, war is coming. Basically, that's what it is. I don't want to hear, oh, they just protesting it come. No, this shit is different, my guy. This is different. This shit is different. Get your guns, get your ammo, get your meds, your medicines, get your food, because this shit, it can go even, this shit can escalate big time, and I'm hearing that it's gonna be throughout the whole fucking country. It may spread. That it may just spread, and we don't want that. We want peace. And I get it. If you got a cause, if it's a cause that you feel that you want to stand up and fight. I mean, I'm African American. I'm black. We had the civil rights movement. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do. But this shit is different. We stood up for our rights as a human being. We ain't standing up so some rapist motherfucker that's don't even supposed to be here in this country can stay. We talking about rapists, we talking about killers. And these motherfuckers it's like, oh, we want them to stay. No, man. What the fuck? How sick and twisted that this shit is. This shit is disgusting. It's immoral. It's disgusting. These fucking liberals, they fucking destroying the fucking very moral fiber, the fabric of this fucking country, man. Every fucking Democrat president, from Obama to all of them. Obama was one of the most immoral motherfuckers. Oh, man, I don't even want to, like I say, man. Like I say, listen. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. What I'm seeing on the news right now, brace yourself. It's only a matter of time for them agitators and instigators spark some shit in your neighborhood, in your city. Shit is bad. Anyway, God Freak Nation, I had to address this. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Keep them Funky Town senders nearby. And just be ready for whatever. I love y'all, God Freak Nation. Salute, baby. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay armed. Y'all stay responsible with your firearms. Stay righteous. And be ready to send one of them motherfucking rioters and savages to Funky Town.